Hey everybody, Dr. J here again with the Wellness Way in Fond du Lac, and today we're going to keep it pretty basic, straightforward, and we're going to talk about health. Right now, I know I may ruffle some tail feathers, but that's okay because sometimes we need to do that to start to change the way we think and start to see things in a different light, in a different manner. So think of this: each year, we as a country spend more money on healthcare than most other countries combined. Now I'm going to give you a second, I'm going to let that sit in and let it marinate, and think about that, right? We alone spend more money than almost every single country spends on healthcare combined, right? And what infuriates me and irritates me just to my core about that statistic is the fact that what does that get us, right? Each year what happens? We have more heart disease, right? We have more cancer. We have more diabetes. We have more obesity. So what do we really need to do? We need to start to change the way we think and see healthcare and how we manage our health, right? And outside of the fact that we're seeing more and more of this, the other thing is we're starting to see these diseases and these health issues start to happening at a younger age. All right, I'll use the example of type 2 diabetes. So I'm 30 years old. When I was a kid in grade school 20 years ago, you'd never, ever heard of a kid in class having type 2 diabetes. That was something, oh no, that my grandparents get that, but us kids do not get that. Maybe on occasion you have a kid who has type 1 diabetes, which is more of a, could be a genetic issue or an autoimmune, or maybe they had some type of injury or trauma to the pancreas that has caused them to have that. But what we know now is that type 2 diabetes, 95% of the time, is related to lifestyle, right? So fast forward 20, 25 years to now, I remember using my son's class in school as an example. About a quarter of the kids in grade school have been diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, right? It blows my mind that a disease that's related to lifestyle, we're starting to see in kids as young as 12, 10, even 8, 5 years old. That just should not happen. There's no reason for why that should happen, right? And the other thing is now we're seeing men and women coming into our clinic with health issues at the age 35 and 40 that we wouldn't see until they're 55 or 60, right? So why are these things happening? Well, there's a couple of reasons why. First one is, because of our fast-paced and more stressful lives, we're spending less and less time focusing on ourselves and our health and thinking about what we really need to do to manage our bodies, right? We're always looking for what's a quick fix, what pill can we take, what drug can I take, what surgery can I do to kind of make my symptoms go away, to make me feel a little bit better, to get me through the day. We never really think about why do these problems start in the first place, and we start to address it from that base cause is really what's going to actually get you better and get that problem, gone. All right, the second thing we see is our food, right? Our food just is not what it used to be 25, 50 years ago. 90% of what we eat here in America is processed. So what happens when they process your food? Well, they take your food and they smash it all up, and basically they take all the good nutrients out of it. They're going to take all the minerals and the vitamins and the enzymes and the coenzymes and all the things that our body needs to be able to function at its highest level possible. And then they're going to take a couple of those nutrients, maybe a couple of vitamins and enzyme here and there, and toss them back in there and sell them to you, right? So what does that do to us? Well, they give us enough nutrients so we don't just straight up die, right? Enough to kind of live, but it's not enough nutrients that our body actually needs to be able to restore and repair itself and keep functioning at its highest level possible for the eternity of our life. So that's why as we get older, we're starting to see things break down sooner and sooner and sooner, because we're just running out of the nutrients we need to be able to maintain those things, right? And then the third thing is toxins, right? We have so many toxins in our world today that we're exposed to on a daily basis, right? If you go outside, there's toxins in the air, right? There's toxins in our food, herbicides and fungicides and pesticides, right? There's toxins in our water, right? And the other thing is the toxins in our cosmetics or the products we use, right? Hairsprays, shampoos, conditioners, colognes, perfumes, fingernail polish, and makeup. All these things are loaded with chemical toxins. So there's no wonder why we have such a health issue in this country when we're basically fighting an uphill battle when we're dealing with those things. So what can we do to kind of start to change that? Well, the first thing we need to do is start to think differently, and start to look at health in a different light, in a different thought process. And what that is we need to look at and think of why did these health issues develop in the first place? right? If we just treat the symptoms, you're never going to get better. We need to get at why these things happen in the first place, what the cause of these problems are, and then what do we need to do to address those, right? So how do we do that here in our office at The Wellness Way? Well, again, our motto is we don't guess, we test. So we're going to run very specific tests on you to kind of start to figure out what's going on. And we run different tests for different people when they come in because everybody's different, right? We might have 5 people with the same thing, but the cause of why they had it could be different. So we want to figure out why you're having your issues and then what we need to do to start to restore health back in that body. So if you're interested in learning more about what we do here in our office, I invite you to come join us at our inflammation talks. We do them twice a month, every month, here in our office at the Dynamic Chiropractic and Wellness Way Center here in Fond du Lac. They're at 6 p.m. They're free to attend as always. All you need to do is sign up and reserve your seat. So how can you do that? Well, you can give us a call, 920-921-9100. You can send us a message on Facebook, or you can go to our website, www.twwclinics.com. Go to the events tab, click on Fond du Lac. You can actually schedule it right up on there. So, as always, I look forward to seeing you guys. Take care, be healthy and safe, and we'll see you in the future.